Did you know they were?
Okay.
Alright, so we're back for the Brave and the Bold podcast series. This is going to be The Flash issue 1. My name is Ariel. With me I have
Fred.
I'm Alan from
District 6.
Alright, so we're going to be talking about our overall thoughts on the season so far.
Best show ever.
Favorite
Alright,
moment.
guys, take it easy, like and subscribe. Thank you. And
That was it. Just watch it. That's it. That's what we're going to say.
Our favorite moment, our least favorite moment so far. MVPs of the first half of this season.
Flash.
And then and then our predictions for the rest of the season.
It was so hard, too. They're drinking Coca-Cola.
Lex Luthor's coming out. Flash.
No, leave that on the other podcast. The previous one. Wait. Go and watch Supergirl issue 1. We brought up a lot of Lex Luthor. Alright.
Mitchell Piddle and Flash.
So, what's your thoughts? You've seen bits and pieces of it for sure. You've seen all of it?
Yeah. Up to the 9th episode, I think.
Yeah, that's where.
The trial of the Flash, which I think he is unjustly accused.
Oh, definitely.
He's the Flash. He should just stab everybody with a little vibration. Just get out of jail free card.
We'll get into that. So what's your overall thoughts so far?
Best ever.
I think it's been good. I think so
too
far.
Too much brains.
Yeah. I think so.
Too much thinking.
Thinking.
The tinkerer.
The thinker, which is like okay.
It's cool. I get it. You got the new bad guy. It just seems like the first. I don't explain it. Like I just want to see him go at it with his brain instead of like this whole intrigue and making the Flash think a certain way. And it was only like an episode or two, I think.
Sorry,
of that.
Is there
Everybody chop a foe. Coming down the Hudson. First one on the scene, chop a foe. Oh man, that's high beast right there.
The Chopper did get pulled down. Speaking in the Flash, so we got that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, remember?
Titans.
Yeah, but okay. So yeah, no, I think it's been a solid season. I still think that the Zoom season has been the best so far.
Zoom one was really good.
This one has been good. It's been really interesting, with the whole
And
not really being brawn but brains, kind of like
the one thing that I have been missing in the season is Reverse Flash, because whenever he shows up, he is the best.
He is that.
He steals the show every time he shows up. But besides the point.
Yeah.
It's different because you're so used to the villain kind of giving little hints here and there, and you're trying to figure it out. And in here, you kind of know who the villain is now. You kind of had an idea right away almost.
Well, yeah, as the audience, you have it from the first episode.
But it just seems like he's just playing the Flash in his finger, and I get it because he's supposed to be the smartest thing alive or whatever. But here's my thing: isn't the Flash supposed to think just as quick?
Yeah, exactly.
It's supposed to be able to think at like
light speed, right?
Less than like.
And it just seems like he's getting played every single way, in my feelings.
But the thing is that they're not going with like the comic book Flash. They're going with like a Flash that's constantly learning. He's always going through his abilities. He's always learning new things, which is kind of like maybe this season he will go through that.
Here's my thing. When he got caught, and I know I'm going to be bouncing around, but when he got caught because he didn't vibrate his face, I really thought that was lame.
Oh, okay. So he got caught.
Because he goes... He vibrates his face a little bit, I think, when he goes in, but once he's in there looking for stuff, he's not vibrating his face anymore, so they get a clear picture.
Oh, okay,
he's in the house looking for stuff.
Yeah, and he breaks into, he basically, like, there's this one episode where no one's believing him, because of course, why would you believe someone who, like, had, like, even though the copy, clone, time remnant said, oh yeah, DeVoe, or whatever, so yeah, of course, everyone doubts Barry, and like he thinks that he's crazy.
You see DeVoe, and he's in a wheelchair, and you just go, "Oh, this guy can't do anything." And then you see his devoted wife to him, like, "Oh, I love my husband." So it makes it seem like the perfect family that went through some issues, and now they're working on it.
Season 4, Dexter.
Yeah.
Ryan.
Oh yeah,
really,
exactly.
Yeah, and that's what it is. And then you find out that DeVoe's crazy as all hell. His body's dying because he's got the smarts.
I think his wife is crazy.
Oh yeah, no. You know what it is though? It's because the wife wants to keep him alive.
Yeah.
The wife's been pushing to do it, and it almost, to me, honestly, it seems like DeVoe wants to get into the Flash's body and take over.
No.
Captain Giddy.
So he breaks into DeVoe's house and like basically like, of course it's a trap, and he gets him on photo of the security cam and stuff like that. So that's when he puts like a.
See, the only issue I had was because he was running too fast, he didn't hear General Akbar yell, "It's a trap."
Yeah, I mean it was like
main character. Nobody gave a fuck about him before.
It's I don't know if it's because
it's
we
so
know
true.
we know who DeVoe is and stuff like that. That we as the audience are like, why did you even walk into that? Why did you do this? Why did you do that? Why did you fall into this trap? So like at the end of the last episode, DeVoe it basically seems like that DeVoe killed himself in a way, like drowned, like fell into the river and killed himself. But there was this metahuman that Caitlin had saved that he could read minds. And so DeVoe had created that metahuman by basically like when the Flash came out into from the Speed Force, he created another kind of like not Big Bang, I'm thinking. Particle accelerator kind of reaction onto this bus that created all these metahumans.
12
so
metahumans.
So this one metahuman can read minds, and DeVoe kind of used him into basically kind of like as a mental transient, kind of like Professor X going on to another wheelchair bound psychic guy, and transferred his brain basically, his entity into that guy.
Basically did a Professor X.
Yeah, a Professor X. And so they basically like he throws his old body into Iris and Barry's house, and like with the knife, like he stabbed him and leaves all that evidence there, which is kind of like that's what's. I know it's a Barry thing to do, to like be like, okay, like I'm just gonna this is it.
All right,
like,
I guess I'm just gonna flashpoint it.
No, he doesn't do anything.
He's basically like, I'm gonna let it run its course, and we're gonna find out that I'm innocent.
Don't run.
But everybody's telling him like, you're the Flash. You gotta tell everybody you're the Flash, or you can just take off. And it's kind of like, but if I do, I'm always gonna be gone. I'm always gonna be running. Like I'm gonna.
But you could have been at your house. You didn't have to be at your house.
That's my power.
Like you could have been not at your house.
Yeah, it's one of those. It's one of those weird things.
It's the Barry-ness of it. It's like
Truth
Barry
and
wouldn't run it.
Way.
Yeah, exactly. And so I'm going. Well,
Superman, but okay.
Oh,
it's you.
Yeah, so far, the season's been good so far.
Yeah,
I would give it that.
The season has been good.
The villain's been the villain is definitely like a difference from what we've had.
What I do like though is when he came out. The break on this just because it's so good. I can't stop binging it. When he comes out of the Speed Force, all that gibberish that he's talking about. At first you're like,
beautiful mind. Yes.
Yeah. At first you're like, oh, this is gibberish, and you see all this writing.
Oh yeah, that was good.
Cisco's like, I translated it, and it says this house is bitchin'.
So that's been really cool.
Yeah, and so you're like, well, what the hell is all this crap? Like at first, when you first watch it, like this is all retarded. Like this makes no sense. But as the show keeps going, you hear all the words that he's saying have been popping up. Like, Joe was like, oh, this house is bitchin'. And she was like, oh, why?
No. No. It hasn't been said yet. So the thing is that so with the gibberish, he's saying actually. Did you catch it? He's saying stuff from previous episodes of Flash, of Arrow. He's
coming. Like
quotes,
things are coming out. Like he also said, oh man, we're gonna need more diapers. So it makes you think like twins. Maybe at some point it's going to come out that she's pregnant. Yeah. No, but I thought Joe said something about his house was bitching, or Cisco said something.
So Cisco's been trying to get someone to naturally say this house is bitching. He's been waiting for that moment where that quote comes into text.
Because it seems like everything that
it's been said a couple of times, even in the crossover. Yeah. I think someone said this house, and then I think it was Barry actually that's like bitching. He's like, no, this. So everyone's not been saying
it seems like whatever he saw, maybe it was future stuff or he's seen things. When he came out of Speed Force, he's been saying like things that are
beautiful minded.
Yeah,
it's like the Ganger episode of Doctor. They made the clone of the Doctor, and then he's saying like lines from all his regenerations at future. Like he's just saying stuff, and it's just like, "Do you want a jelly baby?" No, and then he's like going tripping out.
It's kind of like that. Like he says I think a quote from like I'm not you, Oliver, stuff like that. What he said when Oliver said you could be the Flash.
And those are like,
oh my god! Did he say Darkseid is?
No,
he said Darkseid of the Moon.
It would have been fuck that. It would have been sick as shit if he's just like, oh yeah, this house is bitching and stuff like that. But then there's out of nowhere, it's like Darkseid is what? Oh
no! All he said was like, it's a transformer.
No.
Nah, dude, seriously, that would have been the hypest comic book. Like,
no, I know he said gibberish stuff, and then every once in a while is where you would hear clear things.
Dude, where my light?
Yeah.
Something like that, but no.
He like
oh my
said the
god,
stars,
dude, if he did that.
No, because it's not that. It's not. It's more like things that he would say, not things that.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like
No.
No, it's like throughout time of his time. So that's why you hear him go like, "Oh, this house is bitching." So it's either he's gonna say it, I think, or somebody's gonna say it near him, or when he's like, "Oh man, we need more diapers."
Oh, I thought it was like throughout time.
He didn't actually say this house is bitchy.
No, that's what they
because he's writing stuff. He's writing stuff
like
on the wall.
Weird,
and like this weird like.
But you know what? You've seen it before, haven't you? Somewhere?
It's probably like a time language.
I thought we saw it somewhere. No, but there's like symbols and stuff written, and so they try to decipher it, and that's where they get this house is bitching.
Yeah.
And everybody looks at Cisco and goes, "Oh, you messed up." He's like, "Oh no, if you follow it, it's in this kind of pattern, and it'll decipher this way." But he deciphers that one line, and they're like, "Yeah, no, that doesn't sound right."
So when everybody's like saying this house, and then like Cisco's like, bitching, and then they're like, no.
But he does bring up the diapers. He does say those. So he's had a few
lines. Is that
like
a Stranger Things reference thing, like bitching?
No.
It's just gonna come out.
It's gonna come out, and I think
that's
he's
trying to
force
somebody upon.
Because when he came out, he was writing a bunch of stuff, saying a bunch of things, and so people at first were like, "This is gibberish," but now, as a viewer, it makes you think like, "Oh, he probably saw the future and the past and the present, and all, like throughout his time, because for whatever seemed like 6 months was probably centuries to him, or lifetimes, or whatever."
He probably saw himself getting arrested too.
Because
like he's like, I didn't do it.
One of the first times that he ran through the speed force,
he saw when
himself
it's coming.
in jail.
Yeah, that's definitely it. But so yeah.
Black Museum.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So there's things that are coming up, like just like they do have that somewhat of a Flash museum that was the last season.
Yeah,
they were opening it up.
It was almost.
Something close to maybe what it could be. So there's things that when he was going through, it seems like they're trying to tie back in.
Yeah, they'll probably be tying it back. So what was your favorite moment so far?
I think just the whole Barry kind of being out of his element almost, because nobody believed him. He's like, hey, I saw this in the samurai, and in a way, it's the vote.
Oh, sorry,
controlling.
who's the samurai?
It's a robot.
Oh, it's a robot.
Oh.
That the wife, DeVoe's wife made.
Because DeVoe's wife's like an engineer. Yeah, she's like a mechanical engineer.
Her alter ego's
she's...
name is the mechanic. Yeah.
So basically, she had these cool
Okay.
ideas. DeVoe comes up with this thing, like when he gets his powers, he comes up with a thing to be like, oh, with this helmet, I'll be able to be the smartest man alive, and I'll know all these answers. But they're like, but we need a really strong power source.
Yeah.
And he's like, but we need to build it. I can't build it. She's kind of like, no, I'll build it for you.
Is that her ability, like her ability?
No, she doesn't have ability. She's just really smart and works on stuff. Like a mechanical engineer.
Yeah,
she just builds shit
they show how he became, how he
became
the thinker is like basically like he built this helmet and like what we need it's to capture, to expand your mind and stuff like that. What we need a power source. And then, of course, that's when the particle accelerator is about to be shot off.
Which was the dopest scene because he goes there, he's in the crowd, and the reverse flash, because this is a flashback, so it's the reverse flash
so it's
as Harrison Wells, and he picks him out of the crowd and goes, DeVoe. He goes, oh, I'm excited for what you're going to do, I know so much about you, and you're so smart in this. But it's because he knows about him in the future. So he kind of, right away, he sees him in the crowd.
He's like, I love your work.
Yeah. So he basically is calling out to him like, I know what you're going to do.
On that moment.
I got you. So then when they go outside, because he wanted to tap into their power source because of the particle accelerator.
Because he knew that it was going to blow up. Because he's like, it's not going to work. Because he's smart and stuff like that, even at that point.
And that shit blew up, and it gave him powers because of the helmet, I guess. It gave him metahuman powers, but in the sense of his brain. But because of that, he was in the doctors. He goes to the doctors, and the doctor's basically telling him, like, bro, you've got like ALS or something, like your body's giving out.
Yeah, it's because all of it's going to his mind.
Yeah, like your body's sucking up all your nutrients of your body, and your body's just going to become a husk. You're going to be a brain, but you're not going to have a body. And that's why his wife builds him that chair and starts doing stuff. And that's, it kind of progresses to where he's at now. The chair isn't really to just get him around. It's trying to prolong his life enough to be able to do what he was going to do, which was like swap bodies. Yeah. But you start to find out that it's because of him that the Flash was able to come out when he came out.
Yeah.
Because he kind of like helped with the ideas and stuff. Like behind the scenes did things so that way the Flash would come out where he was going to come out. They messed up because the Flash was supposed to come out somewhere else. Yeah. But instead he appears in front of the bus, does that, and then everybody in the bus gets powers. Mm-hmm. And it kind of devotes kind of letting the Flash know at one point when they're talking, I'm the one who brought you back where you came back. Mm-hmm. Instead of you coming out where you should have maybe, or them trying, no, I'm the one who gave all these ideas.
You showed him the way.
Yeah. You showed him the way.
Yeah.
He was like, do you know the way?
Yeah, he was like, do you know the way? He's like, I'll show you the way.
And then that's why he comes out where he comes out.
Yeah. So yeah, that is it being a different villain has been my favorite.
Talking about the villains and stuff, and the heroes and all that stuff. The one that I found kind of refreshing in a little way was the luck one. Who had the powers of luck.
Oh my gosh!
It was a little refreshing in a way.
Yeah,
it was
different. Ultimate Scarlet Witch, like her
No. It was just this because she's one of the we'll call them bus metahumans. So she was one of the bus metahumans. She basically like had the worst luck ever and stuff like that. But with this power, she absorbs other people's luck.
So she gives off bad luck.
She gives off.
So the more good luck she gets, the more bad things happen around her.
Yeah. So she's like winning at like all these different casinos and stuff like that, and like so yeah, that was a pretty like that was going back to I feel like Flash season 1 with all these random metahumans.
Which is good because that whole bus thing is probably just like a way to refresh it, try to be like, well, we have all these, or 2 fucking metahumans, and we have these. We're like, fuck it, screw more.
Well, but here's the thing at the same time. Honestly, you don't know how many metahumans came out of that first experiment.
Well, yeah, but that's the thing, though, is like, it's assumed now this far in, there's only a certain amount, and that maybe there's still some that haven't, like, fully
Godspeed
powered, that's a different thing, but fucking Godspeed. Yeah. But there's, like, maybe some of them just, like, left, some of them maybe died because of the power, some of them were just whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
this is a way to, like, reinvigorate it, to be like, hey, there's more now.
Yeah. Well, speaking
of a bus full more.
There's only 12.
Speaking of which, as a refreshment, we got an edition of to Team Flash with Digby,
Stretch
which is like, it's the elongated man.
Yeah, Stretch Armstrong.
Yeah, he's
not the cool one.
Yeah, he's been okay.
Stretch Man or whatever, the one with glasses.
No, that's Plastic Man.
Plastic Man's my dude.
Plastic Man is dope. We got the elongated man, which was like, yeah, sure, whatever.
Like, cool, I guess. You're literally Justice League cleanup.
He's been okay. He's been an okay addition. He's starting to get a little bit more annoying. I was okay with him in the first couple episodes.
I liked when he first came out. Like, his story was pretty chill because he was a good cop, but he went about it the wrong way. And Barry called him out on it, saying like, hey, even though
he planted evidence.
Yeah, he planted because he knew the guy did wrong and he was trying to put him away. Mm-hmm. But he plants evidence, so Barry's like, that's not the way you do it.
So he got him kicked off of the force, and so they had like a vendetta. They kind of still do. It's very kind of like he gets those moments.
But they're like homies or what?
They're getting better.
Yeah, they're getting better. They still have
they have issues. Yeah, because they have that one episode where they were chasing after the buffalo.
The buffalo girl.
Yeah, who had
she could bring things inanimate objects to life.
That's badass.
Yeah. So, and then in a way, Barry's kind of telling him like, hey man, you got to make sure you save people. Even though you're gonna let the bad guy get away, you got to like open your mind up to the big prize, not just what's in front of you. And he was like, no, why are you gonna let the bad guy go? You need to capture the bad guy. And in one of those scenes, a little girl gets hurt. She doesn't die, but she gets hurt, and it kind of shows him like, it makes sense now. I see what you're talking about because of my actions on just focusing on the villain, saying I need to capture the villain, thinking that you were dumb by letting the villain go. Well, you were actually trying to save people, and look what happened. It almost cost this young girl's life, and that's on my hands. And so then he kind of gets it. So they have their episodes where it seems like, hey, they're working towards a thing, and then it'll kind of bounce off to another. Like they still have their little kind of grudginess. Though,
yeah, which is, but that goes into my least favorite thing about this season is like, why couldn't Cisco come up with a better outfit for that guy? He needs to get a better outfit.
Oh, he's got a weird outfit. It's like gray and...
It's just like a cloth.
But the cloth expands and it comes
his
down.
costume in the comics is pretty plain too.
Yeah,
it's
but
just
it's
kind of like
literally
gray and pinkish, and it's just,
right.
Yeah.
It's like a discount Mr. Fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
suit.
not even that though. Like this is
Well,
like
I mean, yeah,
Richard
the
is
show I've
fantastic,
seen.
and Johnny's a human torch.
Yeah.
yeah. So
Hey,
that's
no
my
plastic man, though. You don't have like that.
The red, like
The top right here,
Yeah,
where it's just that cleavage.
yeah, I know. The glasses.
Plastic cleavage, and then
This
like
is
those
so
the
weird.
Animal Man glasses that like
Yeah.
almost. They're not looking at you, but it always feels like they might be staring at you. Like he'll be looking at the camera, but somehow it's like
Yeah,
glaring
looking
at
at
you
you.
right there, and it's just like stretching over there,
Stretch Armstrong
and
style.
it's doing some like things it shouldn't be doing.
Some voodoo magic.
Yeah, and you're like, no, it's like, you know, Kevin Spacey stuff. You're like,
Whoa,
hey,
whoa.
take it easy.
Yeah. No, but yeah, and that was my like kind of like that was the moment, my least favorite moment. Oh, and also like why like I'm just like I know why he did it, but it frustrates me because Barry frustrates me a lot. Like why didn't you run, kind of thing. Yeah, but so
I think
that's
because he
what-
came to the realization with the stuff.
Yeah.
It's like when I saw him break into the house and do that stuff, I go, why are you going to such lengths when you know you're gonna figure it out sooner or later if you give it time.
Yeah.
But it seems like DeVoe was just frustrating him so much and doing so much stuff to him that he was just like, damn it, I need to get something on him. I need my team to believe me because nobody believed him. They're like, hey, I think you're barking up the wrong tree.
But what exactly did he do?
He broke into his house.
Well, at one
and,
time,
like,
I think. Well,
No, but why does the team not believe him?
Oh no, because one of the first times.
Or what does he believe that they don't?
Well,
I haven't
because
seen-
here's how it goes. At first, he goes like, "Hey, we need to find out who this DeVoe guy is."
Because technically, he is the only one that
Well,
the Savitar
yeah.
told that
Well, 'cause
DeVoe.
Savitar said DeVoe. You had that other guy, that magician who comes back. I forget.
Or was it Savitar that said it? It was
No,
It was Future Berry.
Abracadabra?
Future Berry told.
Well, that's who Savitar was too, and the Future Berry. I think even he's like, oh, it's been mentioned by different people, but yeah, Abracadabra mentions it. Oh, DeVoe was your greatest foe, and everybody just kept saying DeVoe and DeVoe and
I remember,
DeVoe.
I remember hearing a lot of DeVoe.
Abracadabra.
Yeah, and so a couple people mentioned it, and it kind of stuck in Barry's mind. And at one point, he goes, "Hey, maybe we should look into this DeVoe guy before let's do a preemptive strike on DeVoe before he comes out." But by that point, DeVoe has already been in the scene because he doesn't know who DeVoe is, and so they start going through the DeVoe list of people, and they find that guy. But when they see him, he's in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
So because they see that, and they see the doting wife and trying to take care of him, and he's a doctor and she's an engineer, and so he's a teacher in school, but I'm saying he's got his doctorate and stuff. They're like, these guys can't be them. Oh yeah, big bad supervillains. I don't think so. And Barry's kind of like, no, I don't know. There's something there. But then they do a restraining order on him because of the
he
way.
breaks
Yeah.
it.
Because not because he breaks. Well, yeah, because he breaks it. But I mean, they had already went to go talk to the police first because they went and questioned him. Then I think he went to go find him at his place of work.
Yeah.
And he's kind of like staring at each other like, are we witnesses? Are we not? The chief is like, I didn't even know you went over there. You need to stop. And then he breaks in and they do the restraining order. And then eventually,
He goes
he's
to
passed.
his class and he's like, I know you did it. And
Yeah.
that's when DeVoe's
Yeah,
like,
he steals a
yeah,
cup.
I did it.
Oh yeah,
I
that's
did
what he tells him straight up. He
Yeah.
goes, nobody's gonna believe you. You're not gonna be able to do it. I'm like 50 steps ahead of you. So he grabs his coffee cup, takes it to him, and goes, here, look, this. I mean, he did all kinds of stuff trying to get it, and eventually he admits to it, and he's like, yeah, see, it was him. And they were like, oh, I guess we didn't believe you. Okay, let's figure this out. But DeVoe's already so far ahead of him, and that's why he let him know. And then the body, so all this stuff is just working all against him. Whatever he's trying to do is just completely working against him, and I just feel like it's him trying to fight what's going on instead of going by the book and looking for certain things and not going. Because basically it was Barry going away from being Barry, like breaking into someone's home,
So you think,
stealing this and that stuff. I felt that it was him going against his nature, and that's
so
why.
you think that's why he stayed? Because
I think
now
that's why he
he's going
stayed
to be
because he's
going-
like, he's like, no, I need to stay and let this happen.
He
Yeah.
just didn't think right.
No. Okay, this is gonna be bad.
Yeah, we're going to be pausing it one sec.
Okay.
And we'll be back. Okay, guys, we're back. Sorry
We're
about
really
that.
Sorry about the break where I live.
Yeah, we live in Orange County right next.
Oh, see, baby.
Yeah, so we get
Oh, see, baby,
Disneyland
SoCal, where you
fireworks. So that's
Yeah.
we just ran too long, I guess. Okay, so next point with the Flash, we're going continuing on the Flash. Who do you think has been the MVP so far this first half season for the Flash team? Iris started off really strong with being the leader of Team Flash,
Danny
and that was
Trejo.
pretty good. Danny Trejo, man, that was a good addition of a guest star. Yes, definitely.
No, you know
My
what?
God.
Everybody's kind of been doing their own thing in their own way, kind of coming up a little bit more.
Yeah.
I think Iris in the whole department of holding the Flash down, being more part of the group now, she's kind of coming out.
They're the Flash.
Yeah, they're the Flash now.
Yeah.
You know, the
Barry
Flash.
with the Flash.
Yeah.
Barry growing up a little bit more and understanding that it's not just him anymore, it's a group.
With
Joe with a new baby, kind of manning up.
Yeah.
And the only one that well, he's not going to have a chance to grow anything or do anything, is Wally probably in the season. Because he's in and out right now.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't want to have too many speedsters.
He did go possibly meet Blue Beetle. Speaking of Blue Beetle.
Yeah, he went to go fight a starfish.
He went. Oh yeah, they said Staro. He fought Staro.
Whoa, hey, hold
Yeah.
the presses. Where's the fire? I need to hear about
Yeah,
my boy
he
Staro.
just comes back.
Yeah, no,
coming,
because he goes, I went to,
where's
Blue-
Blue Beetle?
Blue-
Jaime Reyes from?
He's from like Texas.
No, but
No,
he
no.
went to like, he went, it sounds like he went with the Titans. He's like, I went to, was it Blue Valley or something?
Blue Valley.
Blue Valley?
Yeah.
He's
And
like, I
that's-
was over there with some friends. So it makes it sound like maybe he went with
to
the
Titans.
the Titans, and then they talk about, just fighting some starfish.
Yeah. So
Fighting?
yeah, it's like
Fighting some starfish?
a starfish.
He said
says,
a limp biscuit. Starfish.
My boy Staro?
Yeah.
You kidding me? Oh my god.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a mention. It
Yeah, it was
wasn't.
a
Oh, I
mention.
get for me, my MVP is Staro.
He
already
wasn't.
done.
You didn't really see him. He just said he was.
Yeah.
MVP Staro, I repeat. He's my boy.
On the cover of Limp Bizkit's album. Was it chocolate
hot
starfish?
flavored water? What?
But so I mean that was kind of I mean in a way that you kind of see him.
He had an MVP moment in the crossover with that
Yeah.
freaking breakdance.
Oh, that was really cool. He was like, I felt like he was gonna start dancing some Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
He's like, I wanna love you, PYT, and he grabs all the bullets and throws them away.
It's a pretty young thing. Don't
Yeah,
fuck with me.
dude.
I got it.
He had the curly hair too.
Oh.
Yeah.
Really cute. He came back with some curly.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean,
Yeah.
it seems like he's gonna be in and out.
Yeah.
At first, I thought he was really gonna like really come up to the Flash role, like be more be more like like the old Wally West, of like I'm gonna take the mantle and do it. Didn't last that long because obviously the Flash came back, but
Yeah.
it seemed like he was trying to grow up into his own.
Yeah, I think I don't know how much he's gonna be back in the second half, but he did say he was back, so we'll see. Because he was gone for he left like episode 2 because Jesse quit. Jesse quit.
They broke up.
Broke
She
his
was
heart.
like, yeah, I want to
She
find some
sent
other
her
speedster.
dad, like her dad kind of kicked him off of their team.
Yeah.
So
'Cause he
HR
said-
is now in Earth 1.
Yeah, because HR was like, they were like, yeah, you just
You
too
mean
much.
Harry?
Yeah, he was
HR.
like,
Oh,
well,
no.
yeah.
Oh, it is Harry.
Earth
Because my
2.
boy
Boy,
HR passed away.
away.
The year of
Yeah.
our Lord, 2017.
Yeah.
But,
HR
yeah,
passed away. I'm sorry. Yeah, Harry.
Yeah, Harry comes back and he's kind of like, yeah, I got kicked off my team. They didn't like the attitude I had of the stuff, and so he gives him a like this little pod thing, and he's like, oh, what is it? He's all, well, Myra, normally you send that shit when you're gonna break up, and then he's like, what?
And
He's
so
like, ooh.
he's like, yeah,
kinda like,
sorry.
yeah, fine.
And he like just
He walks
gently
away,
walks
and she
away.
leaves a message, and she was like, yeah, it's not me, it's you. You're too quick.
That was funny though, cause like
He's a
and then in
speedster.
the Christmas episode,
He's a
like
speedster.
Oh, no, fam. I know exactly what that means.
what?
That's unfortunate. He's too quick.
It was too quick.
Oh gosh.
He's like, it doesn't take long. Sorry. I'm like any normal person.
No, it's just funny because they do a callback to that pod
In the
thing.
arms of the angel. All right, he had his moment.
Okay.
It's too real.
Shut up.
Imagine
No.
if me. What? So, anyways, Staro, my boy.
The star
No.
of the show.
Speaking of that breakup box, remember they kind of have a callback to it where Cisco receives a box too, but
Oh, yeah, and he's
mistakenly thinks that it's a breakup box, but no, it's not a breakup box. It's a sex Like basically, like it's gypsies like strip teasing.
Oh no!
Yeah.
We're gonna rock down to electric.
You know, that was a funny callback.
And it's cool.
Want to call back to her like fucking her personal thing she does behind the curtain or what?
No, call back to the box.
Yeah, because at first they break up, but then they get another box and he thinks, oh no, I'm
Cisco
gonna break up.
gets this box,
but
so
it's like you know more a sensual box than a breakup box.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But no, like it's the same thing when he's about to get down with Gypsy, and then all of a sudden Dad shows
Danny
up.
Trejo.
Yeah, he's like, oh yeah, Gypsy, we go get down, and then Danny Trejo's like, boom, breaking the door down. He's like, guess who's cock blocking tonight? This guy.
Danny
it's like
Trejo.
this episode is directed by Robert Rodriguez, but Machida just.
You need to see the.
That's how you feel.
You need to see the Danny Trejo episode. Danny Trejo it's just that's like the best Cisco moment so far because it's basically like he proposes like basically like I'm gonna kill you, but I'm gonna chase you down. Mm-hmm. You have 10 seconds. Then he starts
like,
counting down.
And he like throws the thing and he takes off running and he's
so good.
He's basically like I've killed every boyfriend.
Danny Trejo continues to be an awesome Danny Trejo.
Danny Trejo.
Yeah.
Does it turn into a vampire?
He hunts himself.
That's so tough. He like turns and he's like, I need to kill me. I need to kill myself, eh?
I know the way.
That's the way.
Yeah. Cisco's been growing pretty well too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the MVP then. Is character.
The character development. Yeah, I mean, everybody's had their stuff. And
Harry is still Harry.
Yeah, Harry's still Harry though.
He got a couple friends.
Even though, I was gonna say, even though he's still himself, he
develops like slowly because he's that kind of character. He's like just kind of like they're very just they're strong
in
like
his
that.
ways, set in their ways.
They set in their ways, but it's like Vegeta. Like he just like kind of develops very slowly, where it's just like
Prince of all Saiyans, and
I'm the Prince of all Saiyans, my pride, but
in reality,
like my
but he created a council of wells.
Oh so that was good.
That was
One
good.
of them was like Matthew McConaughey Wells, who was like doing all dirty stuff all the time with ladies. Like there's even one I think it's like he's naked or something like from the bottom down.
Yeah, because like he like they like are basically like doing a teleconference, but they could only see them. They can't see their surroundings and stuff like that. So basically like they turn it on and McConaughey's one shows up and he turns around. He's like, oh hey guys, I didn't know you guys were gonna be here.
Yeah, he's kind of like they're like whoa. He's all Cisco's like, oh my god, I just saw your thing, and he's all, you're welcome.
Harry.
No, but that's like Harry was like you're welcome because you get to see it.
Yeah.
Not even no, it wasn't even Matthew McConaughey. It was like the wells next to him. Cisco's like, oh my god, I can't believe I saw yours through that, and he's like, the Harry Wells is like, you're welcome. Yeah, he's like, you're welcome. You know, you got to see the finest specimen on earth or something.
But I thought that Matthew McConaughey said something else though. Like I thought it was like, oh, you know, you gotta drive a Lincoln. Lex Luthor, and then there it is.
Yeah, it's all else.
Yeah.
And then they had one that looked like he almost seemed like
like Mad Max.
Like a fashion designer.
Oh yeah, it was like the Swedish like Steve Jobs, like stuck up. Yeah.
And then they had the cyborg one or something. And what did he do?
He ate.
He ate his Cisco, or what did he do?
I know.
What
he
the
ate
fuck?
everything.
He ate his
There's
Cisco?
one that's like Mad Commando, like Terminator. I don't know how to explain it.
He ate his own arm. I think,
yeah,
or something like
it's some weird one, and he's like a robot. He's like, and then everybody mentioned something about Cisco.
I think that was still the same episode as the Danny Trejo ones.
I think it might be.
Yeah, so like just watch that episode. That was the best one.
Yeah, because then he kind of like. That's how they find DeVoe, because of the council.
Yeah, the council.
Because he walks away from the council and he goes, oh, you know, this is stupid and this and this and that. And he goes, you know, if you think you're so hard to work with yourselves, imagine what the other people thought. You know, maybe you should open up a little bit. So he goes back to the council and they talk. But it was a nice callback to Marvel with the Council of Reeds.
Really?
Straight up, that's what it was. You tell me where you get that from.
Council of Reeds, like Reed Richards?
Yeah, Reed Richards has a council himself.
Like from different Earths?
Yeah. Some of them hold the Infinity Gauntlet, but because where they meet the Infinity Gauntlet only has power in your own
Yeah, it
dimension.
only has a power in your universe.
Yeah, so there's people that have the Gauntlet.
They don't have that fucking asshole one that has like the fucking alien.
I don't know.
He's probably not there. That's from like Secret Wars or something.
I don't know, but he goes. But the one, I guess you could say in the comic book one at least, the one R. Reed Richards doesn't want to go.
616.
All right.
He doesn't want to go. But anyways, that's
Yeah,
That's
anyway.
a
there.
whole universe.
We'll go back to
Alright, so-
Marvel another day.
So, what's your predictions for the rest of the season? I think
Barry's going to kick the shit out of DeVoe and we're gonna
Yeah,
happy.
I just
And then he's
wonder
gonna go back in
how.
time and mess it all up
He's
again.
gonna beat
I
the
don't-
shit out of somebody in a wheelchair. That's exactly what
Well,
it
he's
is.
not in a wheelchair anymore. He's in a other guy's body.
Yeah. The wife's probably happy.
Yeah, it's fun.
He's
Someone
not that
hit.
Well, no, you know what? And that's what I was thinking. I go, is she gonna be okay with him now that it's not?
I think she is.
Oh no, I mean
she's already proven that she's in love with his mind.
Yeah, but
she's-
no, I'm just saying like, is this gonna be
They
something
even
that?
kissed, didn't they?
Yeah, but
Already?
well, no. What I'm saying is like, is this gonna be something that maybe plays in the future of like, she thought she was gonna want this, but then in the end she's like, I don't want
I
this
don't
because
know.
it's not.
Like
maybe.
I'm so on the fence with if she's like the true bad, because like
You know what? And I started to think that
Yeah.
too when I've seen her
She's
do her
like
stuff.
really bad.
she's
I feel like
because
it.
she's
really
DeVoe
like.
was gonna just die. He just was
Yeah,
like
he was
ready to
giving up.
die and stuff, give up and stuff like that. And she's the one that's like, no, we have
No,
to do
no,
this.
I
And
got
he
you.
was even like, we can't do that. That's gonna
No.
hurt people. And then like, so I'm hoping, yeah, that we get to see more of that backstory, even though like, because I want to know like
Exactly.
like that part, like where did he switch from being like, because she's already almost done it before, like
Oh, yeah.
kind of pushed him way too much, and like you see
And
that.
I feel that
but yeah.
might turn out to be that she
Uh-huh.
was truly, like you said, maybe she's not in love with him per se, but in love with his mind now at this point, like in love with the idea of not DeVoe, but the thinker.
The thinker. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it's like a common trope. Like it's like, oh, I'm not in love with the original personality. I'm in love with the alter ego.
I'm in love with what
Yeah.
you became, not what you
Yeah.
were.
Yeah, exactly. I'm in love with what you are now
Mm.
instead of what you were before.
Because
Yeah.
it seemed like maybe she had a mental breakdown at some point when she thought I was going to lose him. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I wonder if that's going to actually play
Yeah,
into something
yeah.
later on in the
Super
series.
villain
But-
fetish as well.
Yeah. But I think that, like, yeah, going off of what you said earlier about, I think Barry now had gone away from himself, and I think this is going to be him coming back.
And I'm assuming that the trial's going to end and he's going to be acquitted.
Yeah. I want, damn it, because Flash is now going on trial, and then technically in Arrow, he's being indicted too, like on trial for murder and all that
Oh my
stuff.
god,
I like
can
want
Arrow
it.
stop fucking breading on her? Just kidding. Can Arrow stop fucking stealing everybody's thunder? Just kidding.
No.
Well,
He was technically
here's the thing.
first.
An Arrow every other
But yeah.
season he's going to jail. Trying to. Arrow,
Yeah.
It seems every other season it's like we found out you're the Arrow, we're gonna put you in jail. Oh no, you're not the Arrow anymore. Okay, cool. Everybody, we're good.
This is the first time he's ever gotten a full on trial,
Oh,
because the
boy.
last time it was like just like a
Well,
quick.
well, yeah,
that's
no,
it.
but I'm just saying like it seems like almost every season they're trying to get him, and then he finds a way out, and it's like we're
He
gonna get
always
you.
like bamboozles somebody out of
yeah,
it. He's like,
he's
no,
like,
that's not me.
Diego, put on this costume and go out there and start shooting people with arrows.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna be doing a news conference. Thanks.
Well, it's technically not working this time, but we'll get on with that with the Arrow one. But yeah, no, I wanted them both to just lose their trials, go to Iron Heights, and have a freaking episode in Iron Heights.
Prison
That would've
Break.
been- Prison Break. Yep. That would have been awesome.
Citizen
but it's
Cole's,
probably not gonna happen.
Citizen Cole somehow got
Citizen
locked
Cold
up
got-
because he was like, oh, he was framed
Citizen Cold and
because they
Heatwave.
thought he was Captain Cold.
No, they're gonna have Citizen Cold and Captain Cold in the same place.
Oh, dude, is that masturbation? I don't know.
We don't know.
But anyways, no, but that'd be a good plot. Though, no, like they end
No,
up
because you're gonna
there.
have what is it? A heat wave, or what's his name?
Heatwave.
No, but isn't he with
Mickey?
Legend?
You're gonna have Mickey. Yeah, you're gonna have Mickey.
But he's with Legend.
Right.
Hang on, you're gonna have Mickey in there, and then you're gonna have Captain Cold. Not the ones that are in Legends, but the normal ones, because you know how what I mean, that time convergence stuff.
Yeah.
They're gonna be in there with the Flash and Arrow, and it's gonna be a 4-way Prison Break.
That'd actually be pretty sick. This is the first line of that episode too. They're all there. It's Ollie, Barry,
Uh-huh.
Captain Cold, and then
Heatwave.
Heatwave.
Uh-huh.
And then it's just like starts up. It has a fucking arrows
Right.
flying or whatever the stuff. Camera pans in.
Uh huh.
It's Barry and Oliver just like, how are we gonna get out of here, man? Like, what can we do? Like, we need the kind of mindset that can get us out. Hello, Flash, and it's Captain Cold, and there it is.
Well,
There's all for you.
Yeah, the audio.
That's a little bit.
That got burned
yeah,
out.
that might have like hurt your ears for everybody, but it was hello, Flash. They're all like 1,000 times louder decibels because Wentworth Miller does not fuck around when he says that line every time. But anyways,
that's what
that's it.
That would be kind of cool.
Yeah, but we're probably not gonna get. But
I don't
yeah,
think so.
I
Because
think.
they have to be like a little mini crossover thing.
Yeah, I know. Well, they've had many crossovers,
You're
but
right.
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, I just
Godspeed.
like this part. I'm.
Godspeed.
De-
You gotta
very-
introduce August though. You gotta
Yeah.
introduce him.
No, he's just gonna be in jail.
Barry and the team kind of
Just
have
skip
to.
the whole fucking storyline right off the bat. Fuck it. Godspeed. First episode. So, anyways, we're trying to take out the Thinker.
Godspeed.
There's a Godspeed in jail. That could have been a whole season.
Not anymore.
But
Godspeed.
it's right there. Godspeed. We're just gonna pan to this every episode.
Yeah.
So,
Godspeed and the Reverse Flash
Episode
and
two-
Zoom
none of it's
and
just-
the Black Flash. They're all in that corner of the jail.
Episode 2 is just like, hey Iris, what do you want to have for dinner tonight?
Godspeed.
I don't know. I mean, Godspeed.
He delivers a pizza.
He's right there. I mean, we just use him for.
Godspeed just comes over and brings a pizza, and he's like, "Here you go. You gotta make a living."
Yeah. He's like, all right. Episode 3.
I want some Chinese food,
Iris,
and
you wanna
then
get Chinese
Godspeed.
food? You know, he comes to the door and he's like, I have a message for you. What is it? Hello, Flash. And Captain calls and he's like,
Godspeed.
and then just Barry's like, oh, I know, I hear it all the time. He's like, I'm in the episode. All right. How many more times we got to do this? There's 24 episodes in the season. 23.
I want you to do it 2 times an
Yeah,
episode.
20 more times. All right. Yeah, I'll be back later. Okay. So, anyways, Iris. I guess we are Team Flash. Godspeed, ladies and gentlemen. He's back at it again. Just there.
For Nancy, we want our checks.
So they're just gonna throw Barry's dad into like jail again. Just
He's
so Barry,
dead.
He's dead.
That's fine. They're gonna figure out a way. They're gonna bring him back somehow. Throw him back.
Reverse
in jail.
Flash is like, I brought him back before I killed him,
not
and
even
I put him in jail.
Not even that. No, fuck that. They're just gonna go straight up into the episode.
And
They're
he's
like,
in jail.
it's episode 5. We already know what the season's about. It's just.
He's
It's
just
showing
in jail.
Godspeed the whole time.
Is this next season you're talking
Yeah.
about?
This next season.
Oh my
This
God.
next season. Then it's just gonna start off, and then Barry's gonna be like, Harris, I gotta go see my dad.
He's in jail again.
He's in jail again. But she's like, wait, didn't he die?
Godspeed.
Wow. Way to be a fucking bitch. Leaves off, and then he's there,
God.
and then it's gonna be Godspeed
Uh-huh.
right there behind him with the phone. It's gonna be like, Barry, I'm so proud of you. But he's gonna be wearing the whole Godspeed outfit,
Yeah.
and then he's gonna have a mask, like a super shitty paper mache mask of a Henry West Allen.
Oh, I thought it was
Just
gonna
like
be,
that. And then he's like, I'm so proud of you, Barry.
I thought it was gonna be that cheap mask. What's his name? Where's in that one little video? You know where he pulls it down?
Oh my God.
Oh, Kevin Spacey? No,
Yeah,
it's
Kevin
just
Spacey
gonna
mask.
be-
It's Kevin Spacey.
It's gonna be John Shipp's face, and it's just like, look, I'm proud of you, Bear. You're such
My
a
Care
great,
Bear.
You're such a great son. You're fantastic. You're great as a am I done
Godspeed.
with this? Godspeed, whatever. Hey, everybody, come back next week for another episode of Godspeed.
Okay. All right. Well, that's one way to wrap
One way
it
to-
up.
Yeah, that's how we ended it, right?
All right.
Just remember to like and subscribe.
Like
leave
and
a comment
subscribe,
below.
Nerd Incorporated, and
District
District
6.
6. And we will see you again later.
Later.
Bye. Have a good time. Hello, Flash.